Schools are central to the community. Superintendent Annabelle Soler is a pretty bold guy. You've been pretty supportive of a lot of his policies, Mayor, and Matt, you've been a pretty strong critic. Just wondering if you can explain those positions. And Mr.
Sure.
Bruno.
I mean, let's start with this. Results matter. Our schools are failing by any measure. When you have not one 8th grade student who could pass a math test given by the state of New York last year, if you think the schools aren't failing, then I got a bridge to sell you in Brooklyn. The schools are failing. And the superintendent is the leader of those schools. So like anybody else, whether it's the mayor of a city or the superintendent of a school district or the president of the United States, the leadership is held accountable when there's failure in the school. I know Annabelle Soler. I knew him from Rochester. He was the principal of East High School, another failing school, by the way, that he was then let go from. We brought in a better model. RIT and the U of R came in and formed a consortium to run that school better. They had discernible better results after a few years of running that program at the East High. I would like a similar type of thing to happen here in Schenectady. I think we should partner with Union College and SUNY Albany and SUNY Schenectady to redesign and reform our schools. What we can't do is accept what we're seeing now, because this kind of failure is not only not good enough, we're cutting off a whole generation of kids from success. That's unacceptable.
Thanks, Mr. Nelligan. Next up is Mayor McCarthy.
Mr. Nelligan left his teaching career under, at best, cloudy circumstances in Guilderland. We have to work together. Our partnership with the school district, with county, with state government, it's worked in economic development, and we have to translate that into the relationship with the school district to provide stability, to provide opportunity, to provide career paths for the individuals that are within the school, and provide support to kids that are coming out of households that are more challenged. Excuse me, the city school district has more course offerings than most of the suburban districts. So we have the resources here, and it's how do you match those students up with the appropriate resources and outline opportunities for them so that they're successful. And yes, the record hasn't been that impressive. It's not the direct responsibility of the mayor. It's working with that school board and making changes that produce real results.
Thank you very much. Request for a rebuttal from Mr. Nelligan. Go ahead.
Yeah, no, I think the mayor should be careful talking about cloudy circumstances given his own record. This is somebody who chased a young girl down the street when he had a questionable amount of alcohol in his blood. So what we ought to do is, if we're going to start talking about questionable circumstances, let's talk about questionable circumstances. In the meantime, when it comes to the schools, there's no doubt that these statistics are correct. And the statistics show that this school is failing, and the way we're going to get this school back on track is by holding people accountable, and we don't get it by giving a free pass to the superintendent.
Thank you very much. Just a reminder to the candidates, when we do rebuttals especially, stay on point. Thank you.